friends, in today's video we're going to be sugaring some nails. So I'm going to be using Never Trust the Living, We Just Took It, and We'll Fly It Out from OG Dip Powder. We'll Fly It Out, which is the purple, actually glows, so make sure you stay until the end so that you can see that glowing. I wanted to leave this part in. I use a peel base, and sometimes when you use peel base, when you put your first layer of your pro base down, it is going to dry the pro base, and when you dip your first dip, it's going to cause your nail to look patchy. So if you're having that issue, just put down a layer of whatever pro base that you're using. I'm using OG Dip Powder liquids, and just put that down first and then go in with another coat of your pro base and do your dipping process, and it's going to give you a full coverage application on your first dip. As you can see, that black is absolutely gorgeous. I also am not sure how I'm sounding. I am having some serious allergy issues today. So, all right. On all of my nails, I am actually going to do 2 coats of the color except for on my ring finger. And the reason for that is going to be a full coverage sugar nail. So I didn't want to use the color that I'm going to be using to sugar because it is a chunkier like glitter. So I wanted to add down a base layer, and I'm using that black color to do that. So you're going to brush off your nails, and then like I said, I'm going to go in for a second coat of all of the colors except for on my ring finger. And in this video, I'm actually going to show you how you can sugar with dip liquids and how you can sugar with using gels. And when I use gels, I'm actually going to do a little spider web design. So this way, no matter what method you use, you're going to be able to see what the process would be if you want to do a sugar nail. So down in the comments below, I want to know, would you ever sugar a nail? So I actually wore these for 4 days and I had no issues with them. I had no lifting, no peeling, nothing. So both methods that I did worked really well. The only thing is, if you have an issue with textures, I don't recommend you doing this technique just because the sugar nail is rough. So like when you're putting a sweater on or you're fixing your hair or anything like that, the roughness of it does like catch on stuff. So if that's something that you don't like, I don't recommend doing this technique. So down below, tell me if you would ever do a sugar nail. Here I am going to just encapsulate all of my nails in clear. Even that nail that I only did the 1 coat of the black dip powder on, this way I can go ahead and file and buff my nails, and it is going to be ready for that sugared effect, because after you put the glitter down that you're going to be sugaring, that is going to be that for that nail. So you're not going to have the filing room and whatnot to get your nail looking a good shape, because you're not going to be able to file that glitter, if that makes sense. I did leave in my filing process, but I did not do a very good job staying in the frame. And I know I've said this before, but it is seriously so hard to file on camera, and I don't know why. Like I can't do it. All right, so as always, brush off with a super stiff brush when you use a clear. And I'm going to be showing you, when I activate, I'm using the OG Dip Powder liquids, and you can use the activator, but it's very, very slow drying. And when I'm doing my nails, I like to be able to just get to the whole point of activating, my nails hardening, and then I can go in and file and buff without having to wait for the activator to dry. So this activator is actually from Double Dip that I'm using, but the OG Dip Powder liquids are formulated to work together. So when you're doing your top coat, do not use another brand's top coat. I don't think that it will work. OG Dip Powder liquids are a more delicate formula. So you're going to, at the end, you're going to activate and then go immediately in with your top coat. There's no wiping off of the nail. There's no wiping your brush, nothing. So like I said, I will leave a video linked for you. But as far as this process goes, like for before you file and buff, it's okay to use another activator that dries more quickly than the OG dip powder activators if you want to, but just don't use it for your, like when you're doing your top coat, because it will contaminate your brush because they're designed to work together. I don't know if you can hear my cat, but he is having a field day running around behind me. All right, so here I am. I'm going to buff my nails smooth, and then when I'm done with that, I'm going to go in and wipe my nail off again with a paper towel and some rubbing alcohol to get ready for the sugaring. And for the question today, tell me down below, would you ever try a sugar nail? Is that something that you think that you would be interested in doing for a nail design? So for the sugaring process, I'm going to use the color Never Trust the Living, and we are going to start with the dip liquids first. So you're going to add down a layer of your Pro Base, and then you're going to flip your finger upside down and lay into whatever glitter that you're using. I recommend using a like shimmer type glitter and not a chunky glitter. It just works better as far as the sugaring goes. Super chunky pieces are just, I personally don't think are good to sugar with. So after that, that is it for that nail right now. You're going to let that dry. And then on my little palette, I'm going to take some white gel polish, and I'm going to use a primer. This is what you use on your bare nail, like before you add any kind of extensions, builder gel, or whatever, just to help with the longevity of your mani. So I saw Carol Z do this, and I remembered I had seen other people that I watch on YouTube do this that use gels. So this is going to work as our gel base without having to add down a gel base to get our spider web to stick and adhere to our nail really well. I didn't want to use a gel base because I didn't want that dispersion sticky layer to be over my entire nail. And like I said, I had these on for 4 days and I had no issues with lifting, cracking, anything. So I didn't like how that looked, so I'm just taking some rubbing alcohol and a paper towel, wiping that off, and we're going to start over again. But like I said, I had no issues with it like tearing, lifting up, anything like that. So the primer trick does work, and I've been wanting to try that for a really long time. So I'm glad that Carol did that in her video so that it reminded me, because it worked really, really well for when you're doing a design on your nail and it's not going to be over your entire nail and you don't have to put that sticky dispersion gel base layer down. So you're going to draw out your 3 lines for your web and then do little arches. And when you're done with that, you're actually not going to cure yet. You're going to pour over that glitter that we use for our ring finger over top of that wet gel, and then you're going to cure for 60 seconds. So it's going to cure in that glitter, and that is what is going to be for the gel method. So if you're doing an entire sugar nail like we did for our ring finger, you would just put your gel base down and then just pour over your glitter like I'm doing here. So both techniques are super easy, and I just wanted to include both of them. So no matter what technique or liquids, goodness, liquids you use, you can achieve a sugar nail. So here I'm just going to activate that ring finger, and now both of those sugar nails are completely done. So here I am, I'm taking the OG Dip Powder Activator and the top coat. Like I said, you want to use these together when you're doing your top coat application. So I'm going to add a layer of my activator and then immediately go in 2 to 3 quick strokes and put down my first layer of top coat, and then I'm going to wait around probably like 25 to 30 seconds for it to start like drying and wrinkling a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with a more detailed application for my second coat, and then our nails are going to be done. I think that they came out super cute. Like I said, make sure you stay until the end. I put a picture of them glowing, and like I said, OG Dip Powder's glow, chef's kiss, amazing. Like, best around, I swear. Okay, so that is going to be it for today. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.